Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's productivity and yes. Oh, hey. Actually, we're gonna swap everyone around because it's only fair that um, the ladies always are ahead of the men. You know, just
Aw.
but yes, thank you everyone for joining me today. Today's social and productivity sprint stream. Um, so we'll see how we do. There's no like time limit on when we do productivity sprints or anything like that. If the chat goes on a bit, that's okay. It's no problem. So welcome Nia, JC, and RC to the panel today. Thank you so much for joining me. Before we do intros, shall we just say hi quickly to the people in the chat? Oh look, this
Hi, RC.
Hello.
wonder who that is. Thank you
Good
for
looking guy right
being here,
there.
RC. Good to see you, and Ben from Running to Rank.
Ben.
Hi, hellos. Michael, um,
Hi.
that's a fist bump. Good to see you, buddy. And that's me saying hi's. And
Hi.
Felicia,
Felicia.
yeah. Thank you for being here. Hi's. And CB, that's okay. Hello, unfortunately, can't stay long. Adulting. Oh my God.
Oh,
We're gonna,
boo.
we're gonna have to talk about that. Adulting. I don't know. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. We'll do intros and then we'll talk about adulting because that we have so much to say about that. um, cool. Shall we do intros? Let's do clockwise. So we start with Nia and then we
Yes.
will end with me because obviously
JC's just glad it's not starting with her. I know.
Yes, absolutely.
it's all about like getting practice in, right? The more you do, and then it's like riding a bike. I'm sure
I
you.
know, and Nia's been doing this forever, so she's excellent at it.
Nia does have her intros, kind of nailed down. But let's learn from the pro. Let's observe. Nia,
Oh my gosh, the pressure is on now. Oh my goodness.
would you like to
Hello.
introduce yourself?
Hello. Oh my gosh, and I'm made big. Hello.
Ooh.
I'm Nia the Vixen of Fiction all over the internet. I stream writing sprints just like this on Tuesday nights at 7:30. You can also catch me over on Twitch on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the middle of the day. I'm a writer and an artist and a Loki mom and a mom of four, and I do tons of things. I'm a genre hopper. JC.
No. Okay. Don't make me think, please. Don't make me think.
That's okay.
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 Hi.
We'll keep this. We'll keep this low. JC, go ahead.
I'm JC. I am also a writer, and I have video. See, I post videos Mondays and Thursdays. I live stream on Wednesdays, maybe 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live streaming this Wednesday. That'll probably be the last live stream of the year. But uh, I have books. Yeah, I do that, and that's me. RC. I told you I'm back this.
That's okay. RC, go ahead, buddy.
Hi, folks. This is RC Scott, creeping from the dark and bloody streets of Chicago, Illinois. And I write scary stuff. Back to you, Andy.
Oh, there you go. Okay, RC, nice and to the point.
I could have kept it that short. Darn. Okay.
I will try.
There's no like time limit or minimum time you gotta hit, or maximum time. In fact, it's all anything's good. I'm Andy. Welcome to my channel, and I'm very fortunate to have Nia, JC, and RC joining me today. I do write. I've written mostly nonfiction in the past, but I'm transitioning into fiction, so that's going to be an interesting shift. I'm working on it at the moment. Haven't published anything yet. I'm practicing basically. I'm basically practicing writing every day. I'm practicing plotting most days. I don't get that done every day. So yeah, if anyone would like to join me on my journey, feel free to subscribe. And I'm just double checking. I hope that I've got the links for everyone in the description. So hopefully that's there. I'm just double checking. Yes, so I've linked to everyone's YouTube channel in the description. If there's any other links you guys would like me to include, feel free to just ping it over to me on Discord or email it to me, and I'll include that. So yes, cool. That is me. Ooh, look, we've got some more people popping in, and that's Richard. Hi, Richard. Honestly, yes, you can. I
So you
think
say,
that's
"Oh, bugger."
yeah, that's okay. So yeah, it's
And-
family friendly, by the way, folks. Keep it family friendly. I don't want to get demonetized before I'm monetized. I'm not monetized, by the way. So yeah, let's start it on the right foot. Let's mess it up too.
Right.
Um, cool. So how's everyone doing on this fine Sunday? What have you guys been up to? And we're gonna touch on this subject, adulting. Like, what do you guys think about adulting?
Oh,
I hate
it's
it.
not 10 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Not at all.
Like, were you guys adulting today? Did you guys have to?
Not well. I'm always adulting. Who am I kidding? But no, we had scripting the book this morning, so we actually did a children's book. So it was nice.
Nice.
Aw.
We did Polar Express. So Ben is one of my book club co-hosts. So we had a good time.
Nice. Was that Twitch? I don't think I
It's on. We do it on YouTube.
did. I miss that? I'm sure I didn't get notified. Where was that?
How dare
That
YouTube?
is wrong.
What?
Seriously, I don't know why. I
I
didn't get
never get
notified.
notifications until like hours after whatever is happening.
If someone got the link, please plug it in the chat because I would love to go and watch that on the first print at least. I don't know. I'll find something to do. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let me see. I think Esther's also streaming. I don't have a link, but if anyone has a link, Esther is streaming as well. So I'll try and get a link at some point. Feel free to plug that. And if anyone's not modded up, let me know because I'm not very good at like automatically modding people up. So feel free to plug your links in the chat for sure. Let me see. I've lost myself in the chat again. Okay, was it burger or was it bugger? Booger or bugger? I don't know.
I was trying to say, "Oh, bugger," and your chat would let me.
Bent fingers. Burger. Yeah, I do like burger. I've had food, but I feel hungry again.
What goes on your burger? I just got to know.
My burger.
You have weird taste.
I like cheese, bacon. I'm partial to beef burger. I've had other burgers like bison. I've had bison burger.
Ooh, bison burger.
That's kind of gamey. It's kind of gamey, I gotta say. And the meat's like tougher. But yeah, I do like beef burgers with cheese, onions,
Pickles?
maybe lettuce. I'm not a fan of pickles. I won't like throw it out, okay? But I will eat it. But I'm not the biggest fan of pickles. Do you guys like pickles on your burgers?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the classic. I don't want a butter or a fancy kind of pickle. Just
Classic.
Bill.
classic pickle. I'm pretty basic. No cheese, just lettuce, onions, lots of onions, tomato.
Yes. Nia, we are the same person.
You guys are like
That's a good and bacon. I mean,
Okay, maybe not the same person. I do not like bacon.
Yeah.
you don't like bacon?
I know I was gonna
No.
lose you. Yeah,
No.
I love bacon.
You know what's
I don't
really
Better.
I like bacon, not on my
And
burger.
there is where we diverge.
It's okay though.
We were there. That is okay. It is okay. We were
You know-
there though, Dixie. For a moment, we had that moment.
Till you threw the bacon in there.
So I threw the bacon.
You know what's really good on a burger? A1 steak sauce
Yes.
No.
with some fries on there too.
No.
Okay, so I got a little bit of Andy with the bacon. I got JC with the lettuce, tomato,
Lettuce,
Fries.
tomato, and lots of
and
onions.
onion, lots of onion, and RC with the A1 sauce. Yep.
What, you got steak
Richard.
sauce on a burger with fries? Is that what you like, RC? Seriously?
That's
Burger with fries
to be
and
real.
steak
I'll
sauce?
eat any burger, but yes, steak sauce and French fries on a burger is amazing. You should try it. Or onion rings,
Onion rings, yes.
I'm
pineapple on
okay
a burger.
with
I'll try it.
onion rings on a burger. It's really heavy. I find it's like super heavy.
Yeah, it's too much, but for an occasion, yeah,
Yeah, occasionally I would have it, but I think
Well-
just plain onions I'm okay with.
have something different.
Well, I mean, if you're already eating onion rings with your burger and you put it on there, it's going to the
Yeah,
same place
this is
anyway.
This
Oh,
is
that's
true.
fair enough. That's fair enough. But what about this one?
I don't know.
Pineapple in a And
I
this
don't
is from the
know.
pizzas. I'm not sure about pineapple on burgers. Seriously, I think that's where I draw the line. Pineapples on pizza, yeah, okay, I can
No.
do that, but no, not on burgers. I think
What about mashed peas on a burger, Richard?
You can walk around.
mushy peas on a burger, no,
They like it on their hot dogs.
no.
What?
I think it's mushy peas with fish and chips. That's what the Brits do, and I'm still British, so that is what we do. Some people like I prefer to mush my own peas. Like I don't need it pre-mushed, if you know what I mean. I'll just have like
Ew.
regular peas. And then-
Mushy peas?
With
Oh.
fish and chips? What's wrong with ketchup?
I'm okay with ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup is fun.
Yeah, ketchup's okay.
It is too sugary.
Square or circular burgers? Ooh.
Oh, circular because that's the way they're supposed to be.
Yeah, how do you naturally make it?
Because because Wendy's burgers are square.
But I
and
feel like
that's
you have to,
one of the reasons
you
I don't like Wendy's.
you have to have a shaper to do that. Like you don't that doesn't happen naturally. I don't feel like.
It doesn't. Yeah, circle is the natural shape of a burger.
Well, it's how it's cut. It's ground beef. But yeah, it does seem more regular with circle burger. I'll eat either one though.
I gotta say, I think it depends on like the bun that you're having it on. So if your bun is like more square than circular, then I think you need to have the burger to fit the bun.
Do they make square buns? I don't think they make square buns.
Yeah, it's called bread.
I mean, they make bread.
I've been there as a
The
kid.
burger on Texas toast.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it
that's
depends on
good.
bread, right? Like if the bread's cut in a square or circle like side, like shape, then
But
I would
it's
like
still-
mine.
It still needs to be circle.
I do prefer the circular burger, I gotta say, but I'm okay with square burgers provided the bread fits with the same shape. You know, I'm a bit OCD like that. I like my
What about the big flat ones shaped like discs? The ones they press down the grill, so it's like like it looks like a dinner plate.
What?
No, I'm not a big fan of those. They basically have like a circular patty, and then they press it down so that it squishes sideways. So instead of like a thicker burger, you get a thin burger, but it's spread across a wider area. If that makes sense. So it's
Okay.
like a circle, but instead of a circle, it's become a massive circle. It's just much thinner. I
Okay.
think that's what it. Yeah. Is that right, RC? Did I get that right?
Yep, a saucer burger.
Saucer
Okay.
burger. I didn't even know that's what they were called. Saucer burger.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, I
I
love
think-
this.
Now I'm hungry.
I'm glad we started off with food talk because, yeah, okay, Richard, we're definitely not keen on pineapple, and that goes across the board. I hope I'm right.
No pineapple on a burger. No.
And other Laura. So Laura
And I
goes,
love
hi, and we call her other Laura. I don't know if you guys know because there's another Laura that's like the actual Laura, the OG Laura. Anyway, she's like triangle burgers.
What is that? I've never even.
Like, is that a thing? Seriously, am I? Are you guys
No.
messing with me?
Triangle burger. I gotta Google this.
No.
No,
Laura.
it's not a thing. It's not a thing. It can't be a thing.
Is that
I mean, you
seriously a
gotta
thing?
what
Tell
are you guys, y'all cookie cutters cutting your burgers. What is happening? How are you doing that?
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
cut
think
like a
it's other
triangle.
Not Richard. Richard.
Oh my god, pyramid burgers. How would you even cut the bread for that one? What? I don't know
Cookie
how
cutter.
this works.
Yes, that cookie cutter.
What will they
It's
think
not
of
gonna
next?
work.
Like how many
You
there
have to
are?
have a mold for that. Like you'd have to literally have a mold. Like the cook in me is like trying to make this happen, and I don't know why.
So there's
My
how
brain
many
is trying to
there's
make it make sense.
I think there's like 4 sides on the top to a pyramid, right? And 1 side on the base.
The next
So
thing you know, someone's going to say a heart-shaped burger. And I don't know.
you can do that because like a cookie.
Yes,
cookie cutter
There's
thing,
a
you
mold
can-
for that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I
no.
actually
I wouldn't
It's
do
just
it.
not normal. It's just not normal.
I made a burger once where I pressed the patty down and cut out the eyes and made like a Jason mask out of the patty.
No.
Oh my god.
Takes too much time, but it was cool.
That's some crazy. So you guys, you realize because you're all writers, you are obligated to now include the pyramid burger in your stories.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. I don't know how to
Maybe
make that happen.
how is that gonna happen? Like maybe there's a character who's like a chef or a sous chef, and they're experimenting for new menus, and they're like, "Ooh, this is a really good idea. Let's do a
And
pyramid
their
burger."
claim to fame is the pyramid burger.
Yeah.
Exactly. It'll be Egypt based. It'll be like some kind of Egyptian themed thing. Well, I don't know. I'm just making
I already have my story written in my head. The pyramid burger is like a 3-pound food challenge. This guy eats it till he bursts. The end.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Not where I
can
thought
see
you were
that.
going to go with that, but
Oh, Richard could open a restaurant offering burgers and all sorts of guns. Oh, I think he needs to do one restaurant. Just do like the pyramid burger. This is like the pyramid restaurant offering the pyramid burger. I think that would be a big hit.
McRichards.
ooh,
Richard.
McRichards.
Oh dear.
I'm loving it.
Burger. That's crazy. Okay. I don't know. I've lost my train of thought.
What are you working on today?
That's a really good question. What's everyone
There we go. Back on track. Back on track.
Mia,
Good job,
Mia, what are you working on today?
I have no idea yet. I still have a lot of planning to do. I'm clearing my Kanban board. So I could probably work on doing that.
Nice. JC, any plans, JC?
I'm also doing some planning stuff and probably watching some YouTube videos on bullet journaling because I'm trying to get into that in 2024.
Yay! I love bullet
Okay.
journaling. It's awesome.
That is pretty good. RC, anything you're working on?
I am going to be outlining issue 6 of my graphic novel. I finished 5 up a couple days ago. I wrote the first 4 scripts, and I wonder why it took me so damn long because I didn't outline anything. I pretty much like wrote from head to paper, and I wonder why it took me like months and months. So I'm getting it all down so I can just jump to it and get the script out. While I'm also trying to get together these short stories I want to get completed for next year, and I'm gonna start making dry rub because I'm making chicken tonight, and I better get started on that because it's thawing right now. So I'm gonna be busy this whole sprint.
Nice.
Sounds good. Books, Girls, and Prayers. Happy Sunday. Thank you for popping by. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, Richard says get your spreadsheet for outlining. You guys use spreadsheets for outlining? Is that your thing? Is that your I'm just curious. So there's no like, as far as I know, there's no right or wrong answer to outlining or writing. But what do you guys like to do for your outlines, for example?
Oh, I heavy outline, but I don't use a spreadsheet.
I don't use a spreadsheet either, but I also am a heavy outliner.
So is that like in your head, or do you write it down, or is it like, how do you guys do it? Post-it notes or cards?
I have like a story Bible, so I start my outlines and stuff in pages, and everything is like segmented out to my characters, things about the world. I have my maps, technology if it's for like one of my sci-fis, or the magic systems, the world, what their money system, all of that stuff, and it's all segmented out into like society, characters. And so when I click on, I have them just separated out, like if you're writing a book and you have chapters, so I have everything segmented out in chapters, so I can click on, if I click on maps, then it scrolls down and takes me to my maps. If I click on technology, it scrolls down. And so my world building is like 100 pages of world building, depending on the project. And then from there, I can just write the story or stories from it. But yeah. And then so that's my story Bible. It's like a Bible in pages, so like my world Bible in pages. And then from there, I go to Google Docs and parse everything out. I do too much. Don't do what I do.
Nice.
No, you do not do too. I used to think I was a heavy detail outliner until I met Nia, and I was like, oh, someone who details more than me. Yes. I outline probably about the same as her, except for I don't have magic systems and all that, the world building stuff. But I do it on paper. I outline on paper. I have to outline on paper. And I do chapter chapter by chapter outlines and character sketches and all that nice little stuff. And I mean, I guess if I wrote fantasy, I probably would do world building, but I don't write fantasy, at least not yet. It's a paranormal fantasy coming, but yeah, about the same as me, except for without all the digitizing and the world building.
Yeah, I think Nia, like other Laura, is definitely right. That's next level organized. But at least you know where everything goes, right? You know
Mhm.
where things are, and you don't just make something up right at the end that the guy had
No,
a superpower
no.
or whatever it was, and oh, this money doesn't exist. Oh, let me go back like 5,000 words ago to introduce it or something like that.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen.
It's like, no,
we,
absolutely not.
exactly. We don't do that here. You know what I mean? So RC. So what's your process for outlining? Do you do the spreadsheet?
No spreadsheets. Actually, this is like the first time I'm actually doing an outline for something. Everything before I've written is short stories, novella, and I was doing it off the top of my head. But I'd also write slow as hell. I haven't done anything like a novel or book series or like anything that would require any kind of world building because horror, unless I'm building some kind of world. I'm doing it this first time. My method is basically it's a comic book. I just do it by page and by a note by panel where I want the narrative flow to go, the actions, the story, the pacing, and I'll just come back later and just fill it in with each detail, and hopefully by then I have a little more dialogue built up. But yeah, next step from here is like a bigger story, actually one that's novel size. And since y'all both say you're planner spreadsheet people, I want to holler at you about that later because I'm coming after y'all on the story. It's a psychological horror story about planner people that go nuts. We'll talk about that later.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. But I'm kind of slowly building off that because, yeah, my mind is very just lazy, impatient, and disorganized. I'm working on it, though. I actually got myself a planner for next year. It's one of the ones already kind of filled out because I can't be one of those people that gets a blank planner and goes through it with the ruler and the pen, want to make out each bracket, each spreadsheet, and all that. No, it's pre-made. I'm going to try to diddle with that a little bit. So, yeah.
This is the first time I'm using a pre-made one, and it's hard because I'm already looking at it like, oh, if I was doing my own, I could change it and have this here. But I still get decorated. I can still decorate it with washi tape and stickers, but it's fine. It's fine.
Well,
is it though? Because you said it's fine a couple of times, and it doesn't sound like it's fine.
I was gonna say it's more like a coping mechanism saying it's fine.
See,
everything's fine. Everything.
It will be fine.
I'm kind of forcing planners on me because it would be helpful, but it's just like the way I work, it's definitely, counterintuitive. And the person who mentored me is absolute nutcase about planners, like has a billion of them. And it seems like one of those things kind of works out, but at the same time, one thing that's always given me pause is entropy. You plan out a whole week, a whole month. You know what's going to happen in that week or month. The world's chaos. You know what's going to shift. Now you're going to go through erase things, moving it around. That's the way I always thought. I was like, what's the point of doing it? Maybe you should have a list.
Yeah, well, this is okay. But
Rant over. Sorry.
A list is like a mini plan, right? It's like you got to hit these things in your story at some point, and whether you do it in that order is up to you. But at least you got them down. It's like a mini plan almost.
You plan for the week. You plan for the month, then you plan for the week, then you plan for the day. See, lots of planning. Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes you just have something that has to get done during the week, and you think you're going to do it on one day, but you don't. But at least it's still there, so it's still got to get done. And with your planner, you can find a new spot to do it. Well, I couldn't do it today because this came up, but I have time here on Thursday, so I can make sure I get it done. Yeah, shift it over. Let yourself be a little flexible because life does happen.
Yeah, I do that as well. Except you know where it falls down is like I look at something, it's been there for a month, I still haven't done it. So yeah,
that happens. That does happen.
It does. I'm really bad for that. So some things just drag on. I'm like, oh yes, I was supposed to do that a month ago. Sometimes it's been there for a few months. So yeah, don't do what I do. Is what I'm suggesting.
JC,
Huh?
So we're in the middle of planning, and guess what came off of my Kanban board that I officially took off?
What?
The art and comic, but I saved it. It's here. Next quarter, I'm not working on it. I know. I'm actually narrowing it down so I can finish more things. It feels good to finish something though. So
I'm so happy for you.
I have 1,000,001 projects, and I always complain about not finishing anything because I want to do them all right now, and it's not working. So I have to take projects away. All the projects are coming down.
We've been on her about narrowing down her project.
And I've been resistant for 2 years now.
Well, better late than never. You know what I mean? You're getting there.
Yeah.
Which brings us on to I haven't answered the question on how I outline at the moment. I used to use spreadsheets for my outlines, but that's for nonfiction because it's kind of like I need to cover these points and then it's in a logical order, so it wasn't too difficult to use spreadsheets. But with the fiction stuff, I'm finding it's easier for me to just use just Microsoft Word and just write down. Like, obviously, there's the most basic outline would be there's an introduction, a body, and then that's kind of how I start mine. And I'm basing most of mine with Save the Cat's beat sheets, essentially. There's nothing fancy in there, but yeah, I'm using Microsoft Word to do my outlines right now.
That's why you too.
Sorry? I use Microsoft Word for everything.
Yep, same.
Yeah, Microsoft Word for me.
Word nerds.
Fiction stuff. Yeah, for the fiction stuff.
Me is a Scrivener girly.
No, I'm a Google Docs.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
okay. Google Docs. Okay.
I like to go everywhere. I like to be able to open up my work wherever I'm at.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Tiffany's the Scrivener girl.
Yeah, Tiffany's the Scrivener one. Yeah.
I don't use Scrivener. Although I've been told I should, but not quite there yet. Not quite there.
Like Scrivener. I don't like Scrivener.
I find it a little bulky. I kind of just want to get into the stuff, and Microsoft Word just does it. So yeah, that's my thing. We got a story detective Robert Jones. Hey, good to see you. Hitting the like button, listening while I wrap some Christmas presents. Ooh, have you guys done wrapping Christmas presents all ready to go? If you guys are doing that, no judgments. If not, it's all good. Some people
cool. Have a vet in the chat though. He's been around longer than me.
Ooh, I had a question actually. We were talking about organization, and then we kind of touched on Nia's compulsion of having like 5 billion projects. No judgments, is all good. But how do you guys decide where to focus your time? Because it's ultimately a prioritization question, right? I think. How do you guys decide, and why have you decided to focus on what you've decided to focus on? Let's start with Nia. We'll do a clockwise thing all the time, so I don't forget anyone.
Oh gosh, so it's complicated for me because before I wasn't deciding because I have a lot of projects and I want to do what I want to do. I'm taking my hobby that I used to do for funsies and I'm turning it into a profession, which has been a bit of a shock for me the last couple of years. And I hadn't until now really grasped what that's going to look like. So I kept trying to hang on to, I want to do artwork. I want to keep working on my comic. I want to do my short stories. I want to do my epic fantasy. You know what I mean? So I want to do all of these things. I want to work on my contemporary short stories. So I had all of these things and I want to do them all now. But if you do them all right now, you're not going to finish any one of them because each one takes so much time. And it's not like, oh, well, I should be able to finish in a year. You're not going to finish in a year if you're doing 20 projects that all need a certain amount of dedication and time. I could finish them all in years if I kept up like that. So the last couple of months, I've narrowed down, and even though I still had a bunch of projects, I have 5 projects up over here, and I have 5 projects up over here. So I'm little by little moving them down, but none of them were getting finished. I just finished 2. And then for Nano, I roughly finished 5 more, but that was only focusing on the 5 short stories, 50K for Nano, so. And I realize when I do actually do that, not do all of them and only work on the ones that are imminent, I can actually finish something. And so coming into next year, that's actually what I'm doing. I'm doing 2 at a time. And as I finish one, I can add another one on. And just working it like that. So there are things that are for quarter 1 that are off the table. And I have to, that's the hard part, is forcing myself to take them off the table. But the artwork I can add in for my hobby, because I do have time now slotted for hobbies. So, but I'm not doing them as in I must finish this, because it's not that right now. So it's really focusing on what do I want to publish coming up versus I have all these things. I just want to do them all because it's fun and I'm having a good time. It's, do I have a purpose? What do I have a goal? What is my goal? What is the purpose of doing the projects that I'm picking? So we'll see how Q1 goes.
Yeah, no pressure, right? I mean, just see how it goes, literally.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have that feeling when you accomplish something, I think, anyway. I know there's lots of stuff we all want to try and do, but if none get done, then you don't get that little, like, oh, I just completed this. You don't ever get that feeling. You always end up lagging a little behind on that. But yeah, cool. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, thank you. JC, what about you?
I'm usually a one project person, but I'm trying to be a multiple project person this coming year, or this, I don't know, this last year has kind of thrown me off whatever I did have. But I'm like, I don't know. Can I get back to you on that one?
Yeah. No, take your time. Think about it. You can even use Nia's answer or RC's answer or even my answer, and then
I'll use Nia's answer. There you go. Mm-hmm. We'll go with that.
Nia did give a really good answer.
Nia's the queen.
A great answer, right? But I find actually I'm also a bit of a one project per time person. Although I have other projects and then I end up not completing any one of those, and I get frustrated with myself, and I wonder why am I in this situation, and I come back to I bit off too much, and that's why I haven't been able to spend time on whatever I wanted to get done. But then I've got a little twist to that, and that is not all projects get done in the time that you want it done. And that's, for me, that's like a big issue. So I think, oh yeah, I'm going to write my book in 5 days. No, I'm not. Yeah, that's not going to happen. It is possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. But the chances of it happening is, quite slim. And then I end up going, oh man, I wish I had done that. And it's kind of disappointing sometimes not to have accomplished that. And then I end up having to push like timelines. Oh, I haven't done it. I feel like I can only allocate maybe 1 or 2 days left, and then I've got to move on to something else. And then that project's maybe not finished, and it keeps dragging on. And I don't know. We'll circle back to that. RC, what do you do? What do you do?
That's the worst question to ask me. I've never been great with focus and attention. I'm basically like Dory in Finding Nemo sometimes. Like my brain's a tornado. Imagine having your computer open with like 20 tabs. You know which one to look at first. That's how. So
that's.
I was setting it light. Okay. And yeah, it's really hard to just grasp on that one thing. It's like, well, I'm more in the mood to do this today, so maybe I can get that done. But no, I should get this done. I'm almost halfway through. It's just like, yeah, sometimes you get stuck with that. Like oh shit, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck here. I'm getting better with that and prioritizing, going with what I want to be finished with first. What's more done? What's more fleshed out? What has an outline with it? That kind of thing. So terrible, but getting better. That's the only way to describe it.
Cool. JC, did you want to add anything?
No.
Cool. No, it's okay. I just wasn't sure if maybe some ideas came along and popped into your head or anything.
I will say that I think for this coming year, I'm going to try to because I have I have a couple of different things I want to get done, but I think I'm trying alternating days on which project, like on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then a different project or a different aspect of a project on Tuesday and Thursday. Let's see how that works, at least for the first quarter. And yeah, that's all I got there. Sorry.
Cool. No, it sounds good. Couple of messages about using scene cards. So Robert Jones here. I use scene cards and pin them to a board where I can see them at a glance, move them around, adjust things. And actually, I would love to do that. I just don't have that kind of space to do that. I don't have a board. So I end up using Microsoft Word and I just move things around, like copy and paste kind of thing, or cut and paste. I don't know, it depends. One scene to another. So, but yeah, I think unfortunately, Richard, it's spreadsheets are probably on the low for fiction plotting in today's panel. Sorry. Yeah. Laura says, I love scene cards. I clip them. Ooh, that's genius. So instead of stacking and pinning them up, maybe I could clip them together with me. Yeah. I might try that actually. But she carries it around with her. I don't know if I would carry that around with me. Just being honest, nothing wrong carrying cards around with you, but I'm not sure how I clip them together in a stack so I can carry them around with me. But where would you go with them? Like, are you going
like if you go to a coffee shop and like say you take your binder or whatever that you keep everything in and you put the stack of index cards in the binder. I've done that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So I do my scene cards, but I do them digitally with Google Docs. So I set my Google Docs up very similar to Scrivener, but I can use what I want and not use the things I don't want. And Google Docs is like free and there. It's everywhere. So yeah, I just do my scene cards in Google Docs.
You can't complain about the price on Google Docs, really.
I need if I do scene cards, I need them to be physically in front, like I can touch them and move them, and yeah, I can't digital.
Yeah, I like the physical feel. I like writing my things down, like physically writing down my plots and sometimes writing down ideas. I just like the tactile feeling of writing. I don't know, but then I do type. I mean, the manuscript itself. So I don't know. At some point, I gotta do something in between. Laura says, I literally meant from my office to the kitchen. So it wasn't, you weren't like traveling, by train for 5 hours. You were pasting on windows or something. Cool. Let's see. Laura says, I don't have a ton of space here, but I found a set of 4 mini corkboards at Walmart. Oh, attach them to my closet command strips. Nice. Interesting. That is a good idea, though. I mean,
I like that actually.
Andy, are you familiar with Robert Jones?
Not particularly. I think it's his first time in my stream as well, I believe.
Have you ever watched Lisa Daly's streams?
Yeah, that's usually where I see Robert on Lisa's.
Yeah,
I've seen him there, but yeah.
Yeah, that man's been in here like since I started to come around. He's a long time vet. He actually worked at Marvel for a long time, for a while back in the day, an inker and a cover artist. That man has experience. He's given me some really good advice over the years. He actually edited a little bit of my first story, No Strings Attached, and helped me turn it in a better direction. So, like, y'all want some sage advice from an experienced soul? Go to that man.
Wow, thank you. Cool, thank you, Robert. And no, good to know.
And he has some good videos on his channel too.
Yeah, I'm about to get into the first sprint so that I can go and catch up on some YouTube stuff. I know it's terrible of me, but what say you guys? I think we've had a nice long chat, so let me see.
Let's do the words.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should probably do.
Those things.
Oh yeah, we're writers.
That's what we do.
We got to do some reading or writing or something. Reading or writing adjacent. What do you guys think? Half an hour or 25 minutes?
I skirt.
25 is good, or whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay,
let's do 25, shall we? No, thank Thank you, Robert, for being around.
You're welcome, sir.
yeah. And I do know that if you go to the live streams that Lisa does, they will answer your questions. So
Yes.
it's a good,
Yeah,
good
Lisa knows her
time.
stuff too.
Yeah.
27. Yeah, I'm gonna veto that. I think we're gonna go with 25. I think 25 is a nicer number. 27 is just gonna, I don't know, my OCD deals in fives, fives and tens. So let's do 25. So I'll see you guys in 25 minutes, if that's okay.
Yep.
All right. See you guys in 25. Let's go. Okie dokie. How did we do? So we are back from that sprint. Oh, I'm back. Oh, okay. JC's back with me. Cool. Maybe
I'm
I'm as well. That's okay. Oh, Nia's back as well. And because RC and I are oh, RC is back as well. Okay.
Yes.
It's all good. It's all good.
You want me to turn it back off? Are you okay?
I don't know. I'll try and muddle through, but
So let me know. So let me know what makes you feel better.
I don't know if I'm gonna recover from anything, to be honest. It's Sunday. It's nearly Christmas. I don't know. Oh, by the way, I forgot it. This is the problem with intros, right? Like, I really struggle with them. It's not just JC. I forgot to mention that this is literally the last stream that I'm gonna do for the rest of the year. I know there's not that many weeks left, but this is literally the last live stream. Sorry, Sunday live stream. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do one on Wednesdays. I usually do one on Wednesdays for like an hour, but you know, with Christmas and everything, people coming and going. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, welcome back from that 25-minute sprint. If anyone would like to go and pop in and say hi to Esther and friends, she is streaming. So there's the link over there. And this person, I don't know, Emma.
Emerson.
Hi, Emma. Good to see you. So Emma popped in the chat and she said hi to RC, JC, and Nia. She's asking, what have I missed? So all I could think of was like
quite a bit.
Talking and planning.
Anything juicy. I don't know. What did you finally acknowledging her?
She missed pineapples on hamburgers.
That's what I said.
And pyramid hamburgers.
And
Pyramid.
spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets.
Oh my god, pyramid hamburgers. That's right. Yeah, Emma pyramid hamburgers. And I was speculating, and Nia was kind of like using her chef brain, going, "How would I make it work? Like literally, if you were to do." I suggested like an Egyptian themed book or restaurants or something where there's a pyramid thing, pyramid theme. So yeah, unfortunately, Emma missed all of that good stuff. Yeah, that was me saying we discussed burgers. And broadly, and correct me if I'm wrong, folks, the agreement was pineapples and burgers just didn't really know.
No.
Yeah. Good. And we got some friends who popped in, so highs.
Hey.
Popped in to say hi, which is cool. I was fixing me a tea, so that is basically what I did for like the last 2 minutes of the stream. Last 5 minutes. It took the kettle a bit longer to boil than I expected.
What kind of tea?
This one's orange pico, and then I add sugar and milk. Do you guys drink iced tea drinkers? Or is it just coffee? I drink coffee as well, so I'm not like anti-coffee or anything.
I know Nia's a heavy tea drinker.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee, so I'm all about the teas.
Yeah.
Any kind of way. Yeah.
I'm all about
I make
coffee.
like a lot of people do coffee, so with the creamers and all of the stuff. It's really good.
I only do.
Yeah, go ahead, Marcy. No, go ahead.
I only do
Marcy.
coffee for work because I have a really physical job. But otherwise, I can't stand it. Really, it gets me too jittery and anxiety ramped up. Although I like tea, like you mentioned, orange tea. I'm thinking like, is it kind of like an Earl Grey or something? So I'm all about it.
Yeah, I'm a heavy coffee drinker. I will drink tea occasionally, maybe, but no, coffee all day.
All day. So
Tea is
like,
so good, though.
I mean, tea is great when I'm in the mood for tea. I'm a coffee girl.
no judgment. I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum. I enjoy both. So,
Yeah, I can drink tea and write, but I can't drink tea at 8 in the morning and try unloading a truck full of steel. I need something a little stronger.
Yeah. No,
They have the tea that's as strong as coffee, the energy tea.
It's not it's coffee. I'm sorry.
It's good.
It's not coffee.
Have you seen my
no
teas?
shade. No
I
shade.
make sure
They are beautiful. They are
they
beautiful to look at. And
Gorgeous.
every time I see them, I'm like, oh, that would be really good coffee.
And I literally will watch him make coffee and say, let me try that with tea, and it's better.
You say better, but you don't drink
It's
coffee.
better.
But you don't drink coffee. So do you really know if it's better?
Yes, because it doesn't taste like coffee, so it's better.
But coffee is great.
Oh dear.
It tastes
There's-
great.
There's a black tea out there. I can't remember the brand of it, but it has a
I
bison
do
on the
I
front
do
of it.
like black tea. I do like
Yeah.
black tea. And I like chai tea. I don't dislike tea.
Yeah.
It's just if I have a choice between tea or coffee,
But
it's always going to be coffee.
this black tea with the bison on it, I only had it once, but it was so strong, stronger than coffee. I had like 1 cup of it, and I was like, smelling colors and hearing numbers. That's how gone
I
it
need
was.
to find this tea.
Smelling colors and hearing numbers. Wow.
Oh my goodness. I had no idea this would be such a divisive
Hot topic. Hot topic. It's a hot topic.
I drink both, so I don't have any dogs in this race.
Yeah, I think like me and RC, we're kind of like the Switzerland on this one. They're just like me. I drink both. I literally not at the same time.
I would
So
say the one thing Nia turned me on to was I've never been a cream in tea. That's just weird to me. But
No,
but
so
Nia turned me on to this vanilla caramel tea, and that is the only tea that I could put some type of cream in. But the other teas, honey and lemon and sugar, and I'm good.
Yeah. I don't put creamer in a lemon tea, but yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure creamer and lemon go together.
Yeah, but you can put your raspberries, sauces, and stuff like that in some tea. That's good.
Raspberry sauce, what, raspberry jam, in tea?
No, like
Okay.
your terimi, like raspberry syrup.
Oh, I only use the
Like
salted
syrup?
caramel.
Yeah, like syrup.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
They're
yeah.
so good.
I only put cream in my English breakfast tea.
That's good.
Okay.
Basically, you say tea and something, I'm going to say that's good.
How about
Nia loves her tea.
well, how about this? How about tea and coffee?
I don't like the taste of the coffee.
But would the tea overpower the coffee?
Hurts
No.
my belly.
No.
Coffee always overpowers the tea.
It's
I tried
thicker.
the ice cream. Yeah, no.
It
The
hurts my
coffee's
feelings.
strong.
Coffee leaves a
Coffee's-
film on your teeth. Tea doesn't really do that.
Inca has chimed in. The smell of coffee reminds me of being at school and teachers breathing all
I-
over me.
I do like the smell of coffee, though. I just don't want to
See,
taste.
that's weird.
It's not weird. It smells like a cafe, or it smells like morning when my husband gets up and makes coffee. That smells nice. I like that. I just don't want to.
Yeah, I like the smell of bonfire. Doesn't mean I want to eat it. So I get what you mean.
Yeah. See, I do like the smell of a bonfire. Yeah, it's nice.
That is a nice smell, actually. And yes, Inca, I forgot to say hi. Thank you for popping by, of course. Inca recently won a book award, so
Woo!
congratulate her. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through to see if I missed anything in chat, besides the random bits and people trying to make fun of me, like telling me I take ages to make tea. You know, well, I don't take. Come on, I don't take 5 years to make a cup of tea. I mean that I may take 4.5, but I don't take 5. You know?
Well, I mean, you did say you worship this person, so they can make fun of you, right?
I do kind of worship Emma a little bit. She's great.
And that's not an exaggeration.
I had to get the incense burning and everything.
Boy.
So yeah, congrats. Yeah, from Books, Girls, and Purrs. Yes. Cool. Okay, so before we get into World War III over teas and coffees, again,
No wars.
No,
I thought you guys were like, you know, Nia and JC. I thought you guys were like cosmic twins in the universe.
Oh,
And
we
then
have our differences.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man,
and we still love each other. It's
Yes,
amazing.
This is true. That is true. I had no idea I would like come in between you two with the teas and coffee.
No.
Had I known, I'll be like, no, do you guys drink water? You know, water's okay, right? It's like,
Nothing could come
Always.
between me. Nothing could come between me and Nia.
aw. There we go. Cool. Okay, so back to something mildly, remotely resembling business. What did you guys get up to on that stream on the sprints? We'll start with Nia.
trying to keep everything intact because we are having weather and we also have Christmas decorations. So we would like our reindeer and our little lit up packages to be there in the morning when we wake up because the weather is weathering really badly right now.
Gotcha. Well, stay safe.
So,
Hopefully,
and I
yeah,
watched some YouTube.
Cool. Yep. Awesome. And JC, what about you? What did you get up to? Did you make coffee?
I had my coffee earlier. No, I ended up watching a Christmas movie on Hallmark Channel. Sorry,
Oh,
it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing, but it was on the TV.
yeah, it's Christmas. Like December is just out the door for any work. Like you can't hold yourself to well, some people can, but
Well,
you know,
I didn't have Hallmark Channel at the hotel, so I missed out on my Hallmark Channel, and I watched Hallmark movies all yesterday.
there you go. You got to catch up. You got to binge. I do that, but not with Hallmark movies. No, and there's nothing wrong with chick flicks.
What movies then?
Oh my goodness.
No judge. I love movies, man. I like all genres. Go for it.
I don't know. I've got Paramount Plus at the moment, and it's coming to an end, so we're gonna stop that. But I've just been watching Season.
Can't get rid of Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is awesome.
They have all the Nickelodeon stuff.
I love all my FBI shows. All my FBI Most Wanted, the FBI International, the Equalizer with Queen Latifah is on there. My soap operas because Young and the Restless and Bold and Beautiful still come on. I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry.
I'm just cycling through it, right? So.
And yes, SEAL Team is a good show too.
Which one? SEAL Team. Yes, that's the one I'm watching.
And Criminal Minds reboot. You can't get rid of Paramount Plus.
No.
No.
That's too much Criminal Minds for me. That one. I'm more into like the spy military thriller action thing. So that's more my thing, like a Mission Impossible-esque, plus a bit of SEAL Team, a bit of very mild bits of torture, not much gore. That's kind of I don't plan to write anything like that.
And then all the old Nickelodeon shows are on Paramount Plus, like RC said, because like Clarissa Explains It All. I used to love that show so much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
As a '90s kid, occasionally on a Saturday, I'll do a block of like Snick. I'll do like Salute Your Shorts, Real Monsters, Ren and
Are You
Stimpy.
Afraid of the Dark?
Yes, I always finish Are You Afraid of the Dark like I did when I was a kid, and I'd hop onto a horror movie or something. Yeah, total throwback.
Do y'all remember the game show Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Hell yeah!
Come on, Nickelodeon back in the day.
That what would you do? Double Dare?
Was I the only one who set up a fake me out obstacle course in their house and pretended to run?
Nope.
Okay, obstacle course is like a game show. Okay.
Well, it was me and my brother, so it was more like American Gladiators than Double Dare.
Oh, it was just me and my imaginary friends.
Those guys ditched me a long time ago.
I'm a writer. I mean, what can you say?
No, it's perfectly acceptable. It's the creative process. That's what it's called. It's not anything dodgy. It's all good. Where was I? Okay, so JC caught up on quite a few bits of movies. Kind of told me off on potentially canceling Paramount Plus. Sorry, it's already canceled.
I did not tell you off. I just warned you of the error of your ways.
But I'm missing out on all the other stuff. Like there's Netflix, there's Disney Plus, there's so much other
Okay,
things.
honestly,
Honestly,
Paramount Plus is. I think Paramount Plus is more worth keeping than Netflix. But anyway, this is just me.
Oh, this is like World War IV coming along.
Paramount Plus and Hulu are the top two.
I've never had Hulu. Seriously, I'm gonna try that at some point. Yeah, I know. All I'm gonna say is I'm in Canada. That's my defense on this. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, you don't have Hulu? Okay.
I don't have Hulu.
Okay, RC.
Well, that's because I it came to a point where I was watching nothing but anime on there, and I'm like, wait a minute, I already have Crunchyroll. What am I doing?
That's right. You got Crunchyroll.
Oh, Hulu has so much.
It does.
Tubi has a lot too, and it's free.
Nia's just
But
looking.
Tubi doesn't have what Hulu has. Tubi doesn't have what Hulu has. It doesn't. I've had Tubi. It doesn't have what Hulu has. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. My reasoning for
We've
this
taken a
one,
turn. We've taken a turn now.
yeah, I'm just cycling through it basically, so I don't like because we gotta pay subscriptions for these things. So basically, instead of paying for all of them, I tend to just cycle through it. So I'll do one for like 2-3 months, and then another
Okay.
one for 2-3 months. So it's not like I'm ditching Paramount
Okay.
forever.
Okay.
I may circle
We'll be
back.
back.
Now that you've explained it that way, although Hulu is worth keeping all year round. But anyway, now that you've explained
Oh my god! I think Mia's just like, what is wrong with these people?
yeah, it's like I just got cable. I can watch everything I want.
I don't have cable.
Oh, you don't have? Why did you think you had cable? Okay.
No, I have all the subscriptions.
Oh, she's okay. You're one of those people.
I usually find it for free online.
But you gotta wait for those.
But
though.
is it Hulu worth it?
I can't say because I haven't tried Hulu, but I will add that to my list right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually writing down.
And
Hulu.
then nowadays, if you're a Disney person, they have a deal where you can get Hulu plus Disney Plus. I think for an additional $2. I think.
Yeah, we
I
have
don't know.
ours
I don't have that one, but
The only one I pay for is Max, and they have a bunch of old cool movies on there. They have like all the Batman stuff on there too.
but isn't there one of them? Isn't Hulu the one that you can get with Max added?
I don't know.
Hulu. I think you can add Max with Hulu.
Hulu has a bunch that you can bundle if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think
I
our
want to
Max
say
is
that
our Disney and EST.
I know Paramount Plus is Showtime is the bundle with Paramount Plus.
Mm.
I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna throw a bombshell in here. If there were movies that are okay, like the more recent ones or older ones, which one do you guys prefer? RC has to answer last because he knows my stance on this. So, me and
I
JC.
know too, Andy.
You
Oh,
said
God.
which do I prefer the newer movies or the
That's
older
right.
ones?
Exactly. It doesn't matter what movies they are. Generally.
Oh, the older ones. The older ones were better.
Really?
I feel like
What do you think?
I'm a mix because I'm a little older than JC. So when we say older, it can go back to some weird looking stuff. And I'm a sci-fi fantasy girl. So I have gone back and watched the OG Star Trek and the OG Star Wars, and it's different to watch it now.
These so classic. Come on, I am.
I love them.
I'm not a sci-fi person, so I wasn't thinking about Star Trek.
In my heart, E.T. back when I first saw it was like the most amazing thing that a little 5-year-old girl could see.
It's still a great movie.
So yeah, it's still such a great movie. But yeah, things don't look as amazing as I thought they did when I was a little girl. But it really depends on what it is, honestly. Because there are some things that I prefer, like some of the Jane Austen adaptations. I will prefer the older ones to the newer ones. It just really depends. It depends. But yeah, some of the sci-fi and fantasy stuff doesn't look as great
oh my god
as I thought it did when I was a kid. Lord of the Rings, I will say, has aged well.
I'm just
at least the last time I saw it.
I'm so happy to hear Nia say that. So RC kind of likes RC and JC. I'm guessing you guys prefer the older stuff.
I just think movies were made better in the older days, but okay. In the more modern movies now. Well, I'm not a sci-fi person, so maybe I'm the wrong person to ask this because I don't watch Star Trek or Lord of the Rings. Those movies don't interest me. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like movies made back in the day had some actual messages, plot, character development,
depth.
Movies now, they just seem to be movies they just don't seem to have a point. It's like, okay, I watched this whole movie and what was the point? Where was the message? Was there any message in there? I like movies with the message.
This is what I think. If you're just looking for mere aesthetic, then yeah, maybe newer movies are more up your alley. But even with that, your brain knows when it's looking at something computer generated as opposed to even a thing floating on strings or a guy in a rubber suit. It might be a little cheesy and dated, but there's just something about it, just more tactile, like you said about writing by hand. Now, there are a few exceptions. Like most movies now is just eye candy, mindless crap that, is just recycled plot, recycled this and that. But once in a while, something nails it. Like the Dune remake, I thought was really good. I can't wait to see the next one. The last Godzilla movie that came out was amazing. Probably one of the greatest remakes I've ever seen. And it all depends, but no, it's mostly just nonsense. And back in the day when they didn't have much to work with, you had to get some story in there, and it left a lot to your imagination. Look at Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs. He made that for about $1 million, and there's nothing there. But you still get this crazy claustrophobic story. The fact that everyone thinks that Mr. Blonde cut that guy's ear off, and you don't even it shows him do it, and he doesn't. That's just a trick of the camera. Even go back further than that, Twilight Zone. No budget there, just a deep story.
Twilight Zone.
Inca's comment: can they stop remaking movies? That's another thing. Back in the day, we had more original movies. People were actually
no.
Well, I mean, okay.
A lot of things.
Well, sometimes, but
84 had great remakes.
So okay. I'm gonna say that they have been doing remakes for every single decade, but recent remakes are getting, in my opinion, are getting a little bit of a harder, are talked about harder now than they used to be, but that's for reasons. And nobody complained about these things before. How many Jane Austen? I mean, over and over and over again, sometimes 2 and 3 in one decade. Nobody ever complained. So that's my little take. But I don't want old things recopied in lieu of new things. We need to have more new things.
But it feels like now they're remaking stuff just to remake it for a younger generation instead of making that younger generation. Instead of making that younger generation do the work and go back and watch the movies before. And hold up,
I have 4 kids. They all watch the OGs and still love the new things.
But my thing is, okay,
nothing has any impact nowadays.
The old thing does not stop existing because they make it new. No, that's the thing. And
that,
you don't have
but
to
it
watch
just
the new thing.
okay. Like let me just for example, there was no reason to redo The Color Purple. Absolutely none. The Color Purple with Whoopi Goldberg, that was perfect the way it was. There was they remade it. It's coming out on Christmas Day. There was no reason to remake it. I don't plan on seeing it. I don't need to see it. Whoopi Goldberg is the only silly that I need to ever know. And this generation needs to go watch The Color Purple in its original form and be good with it. Why do they need to remake it?
They didn't tell us that though. When things were
Our Color Purple was the original. Our Color Purple
not just The Color Purple. When we got to see remakes of things and we got to enjoy it, and nobody was telling us when we were kids, don't watch that, go back and watch the original. When because I love Jane Austen, so when the BBC's Jane Austen came out, and I was like, oh, Colin Firth, oh my goodness, nobody was telling us, oh no, that's no good. They need to stop redoing these Jane Austens, and you guys need to go back. Nobody told us that. I just feel like we were able to see the new thing and enjoy the new thing, but also see the old thing and appreciate the old thing. I think we were allowed to have
how many Little Women movies you need?
But
like
just the one with Winona Ryder. Just the one with Winona Ryder. And yes, I do know.
And there was one before.
I don't like that one.
See, and the thing is that there were several Little Women before that one, but we love that one with Winona Ryder. What if they didn't make it because they said, no, you guys need to go back and watch the old ones. You don't get the new one with Winona. You know what I mean? Just let people have their thing. And if it's not for you, then I say
it feels more like now that they're remaking movies just to remake movies as opposed to create a newer version. And
actually,
hold on, wait a minute. Let me finish my thought. I just feel like now they're getting lazy and say, well, we don't really want to write anything original. We just want to remake this old thing because it's easier than writing an original, movie and thinking of a new storyline and new idea. I feel like they did do remakes, but they had a lot of original movies back when we were younger too. Like, like why do they need to take Pretty Woman and put it on as a musical on Broadway? Why do we need that?
That's happening too.
Yes, that's happening too. But I don't
much I
want
pay
it as a
attention.
musical. I don't need a musical. I like the movie. The movie was original. Why can't you just go create original musical in a new form, a totally different subject? Why do you need to take this movie and adapt it to a musical? Why can't you be original and do something new?
That's
That's
the thing. There's
And
like, look,
here's the thing. The problem is that they are doing original things. It's just that I guess people are only talking about the remakes. I think maybe we need to do a little bit more digging because there's a lot of brand new things out. And
every time
I
I turn
remember
around, it's a remake.
Emma Thompson did probably one of my favorite Jane Austen adaptations, and it's just she said it's something that she had really just always wanted to do. So sometimes you have actors and directors who just, since they were children, maybe they saw a Jane Austen adaptation and read the books and they wanted to be a part of that too. So to say no, you can't do that, even though it's a dream of yours to play one of these characters, and that you can't because it's already been done. I feel like I guess I'm just a creative at heart. Let actors act, let people enjoy the medium that they want to enjoy, and everything's not going to be for everybody. And it might be also part of raising 4 kids. I have 4 very different kids, and seeing how different they are. I don't want them to ever feel like you can't have that thing you like because this person doesn't like it. It might not be for this one, but maybe it's for this one. So I say the more the merrier. I want all of it. Give us all of it. Let creators create, let actors act, let musicians do the music. And people are going to like what they like and not what they don't
I want originality.
yeah,
I want somebody to create something.
I want
original.
it all.
I was gonna say, when was the last original movie that had any kind of impact on anything? It's all back in like the 90s. I think probably the last movie that really for me that was original was probably The Matrix. And even that's kind of a ripped off Ghost in the Shell and other movies, but digression aside. Not only that, it's movie companies. You got these execs in office don't even watch movies, don't know what a good film is, just trying to hold on to their job. They want the quick sale. Do I go with this low budget art piece that has a cool original story, or do I go with the remake of this or a decades later sequel of that?
And that's the thing. How many indie film writers, filmmakers, or screenplay writers aren't getting a shot because they'd rather remake something old that's already been done, rather than read this person's script who's never had a shot and give them an original shot at an original movie and an original concept. I guess that's my thing. It's so many people not getting a shot at their original work because people want to remake old work. And
they don't want to distribute it properly. Like all these good original movies, like I'm on the South Side. You don't get any of these indie films coming through. I got to go to the North Rich neighborhoods to find the theaters playing them. Everything else is just, the next Cinderella movie or whatever.
Yeah,
it's all numbers. It's all about numbers.
I will say, circling back to the streaming networks, the Tubi network that you were talking about earlier, they have a lot of independent films on there, where a lot of independent filmmakers are making their own movies and getting them onto Tubi, and it's a lot of films that we wouldn't otherwise see if you didn't have that streaming network taking a chance on indie filmmakers on their original work
and keeping it free.
Yeah,
especially horror films. God, they have a really good horror collection.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Yeah, it is. The IP is a big part of it too.
Yeah, you gotta have an audience, but I feel like Robert's just calling me out right here. People won't even attempt to watch all the movies. I'm with Nia on the sci-fi stuff, Star Wars and Star Trek. I totally will watch new ones.
I still love them though. I watched them. I watched the mess out of them. Star Trek Next Generation, all of them. I watched.
I love the corny
even the OG.
stuff.
I'll still watch them.
I watch Forbidden Planet,
but I prefer the later stuff because it just looks better. Yeah, I know.
If sci-fi in terms of sci-fi and fantasy, yes, the newer is, but like Game of Thrones wouldn't look like what it was if it was made back in the.
If I was watching Star Trek: The Next Generation in the 90s, and someone was like, "Hey, here's the show The Expanse," and showed me that all its graphics, I'm like, screw Star Trek. I'm watching The Expanse.
I watch both. Why can't we all be friends? I'd be okay watching both.
Why can't we
be friends? I'll still watch Farscape.
I would love
Babylon 5.
I'd love to watch Farscape, but they kind of dropped off after think it was one season and that was it. I was like, oh, where's the rest? You know?
What
Yeah, I
about
wish they had that.
SMSG1 too?
Yeah,
Oh, I
got it.
love SG1. Oh
I
my
got the whole DVD
gosh.
set downstairs. I love it. I watch it every so often. And
Yeah, me and my husband will binge watch that.
Red
on
Dwarf
every-
X.
and Stargate Universe and whatever they
I
go
love
through
SG.
those. Yeah, I do cycle through those once in a while. So it's not like I completely pan, older movies. It's just I do have a preference for newer stuff. Yeah, I don't.
You ever see Blade Runner?
Oof. Is that the one with Wesley Snipes in it?
No, it's Blade. Blade Runner's with Harrison Ford and Rutger Hauer. It's a Ridley Scott film from
Oh,
1982.
yeah,
It's like a
No,
cyberpunk-ish.
No, don't think I've seen that.
Oh,
How
dude,
old is that? Like 1900s?
1982. It's a cyberpunk masterpiece film, dude.
So in those
Dang,
cases,
Andy.
no,
it's
I have heard of it. I do need to watch that. In fact, I'm gonna write that down because yeah, I have seen it.
there's there's like 4 different versions of it. Like there's the final cut, there's the ultra final cut. They don't know what they were doing with that movie. Couldn't figure out how to end it.
Yeah, I do think there's a problem with so many remakes that someone like me, if I haven't watched the original stuff, I wouldn't know which ones came next or which one is the original because I just jump on the latest one and go, oh, this is okay, or think this is really bad, so I'm not going to watch the previous versions. You know
once in a while, a remake will do it better than the original. I personally think, like film-wise, Dune so far is better than the David Lynch version.
100%. 100%. That was a struggle to rewatch. Trying to watch rewatch that old Dune. Oh
I'd rather watch the sci-fi series version, but now you got the 80s horror like The Fly, The Blob, way better than the cheesy 50s where you got Steve McQueen running from Jello.
Yeah, so that's exactly it.
Yeah. Robert is pretty much right. No one's going to, well, not no one, but very few people are willing to put money on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it does come down to dollars, right? If it's your money.
But it's sad. But it's sad though because had people not invested in the other original movies that were made and made big money, then we wouldn't know what they were. Like if no one ever invested in ET, we wouldn't have had ET. So somebody has to invest in something.
We're just in a different place right now.
Yeah.
Like the evolution that we've gone through, especially in a massive evolution in the last 30 years. It's just that everything is changing so drastically. The money is just different. It's unfortunate, but yeah.
Well, it's just, our attention span's ridiculous. Just, quick this, quick. That's another thing why nothing has really a resounding impact because we don't remember it. They're throwing something new in our face every 10 seconds. It's over simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this brings up
there's no taking that back though. There's no going backwards now.
Yeah, the
what?
Out of bottle.
Mm-hmm. The way that technology has changed the way that we see things.
Sadly.
The way that quick.
Yeah.
David Bowie had this rant about that in the 90s when like AOL was just starting about the great thing about the internet, but also the frightening thing about how it kind of like divides the consumer and the proprietor. And he kind of called it right, back then.
Yeah, he called a lot of things.
But how about this? Would you guys go and watch for a certain actor or actress, or producer or director? Would you go and watch movies or shows because of that? Because
yes. There was a time when any Will Smith movie that came out, I was going to see it. Any Tyler Perry movie that came out, I'm still going to. Well, I don't go to theaters anymore, but I love Julia Roberts. Yeah, I have my favorites who I'm seeing anything that they're in.
So if
Viola Davis.
If they made a remake of a movie and
okay, maybe not anything, maybe
because that's like me as point, right? Because
I still haven't seen Will Smith's Wild Wild West just because.
Oh, I've seen that one.
I saw the trailer. That was enough for me.
I've seen that one.
That's probably the only Will Smith movie I haven't seen yet.
But that's the thing. It's like actors, actresses, they're artistic, right? So should they not be given the opportunity to do something that they would like, even if it is
Some people think that they shouldn't.
Yeah, well, exactly.
I don't agree. Some
They
people think that
should.
no.
They should. That doesn't mean I'm gonna watch it, but they should.
Yes, that's the point. Every medium's not for everyone. Like I would never force sci-fi on someone who doesn't like sci-fi. Like I just wouldn't do that. It's like, okay, that's not for you, but that doesn't mean I don't want to see it. Make it for me. If you guys, I'm like, hey, you want to make that? I'll watch it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a bit of if someone looks a little too young, I don't know. I'm not sure I would. I don't know. This kind
He
of
has a lovely facial structure. He has,
Hold on,
he has
who
a
are we
very
talking about?
facial structure.
Who are
I
we talking
believe
about?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Timothy.
Timothy Chalamet.
I don't.
I don't know how
Who
you
is?
say
I
his
don't know
last
who that is. I don't know who that
Neither
is.
do I.
I would
He's
have
the
to
Dune. He's the guy in Dune. The young man in Dune.
I haven't
Paul
seen those. I
Atreides?
haven't. What else does he play in? I don't know what.
You know, I believe him as Paul Atreides more than Kyle MacLachlan, because Kyle MacLachlan looked like he was like 30 in that role in 1984 when Trey's supposed to be like, what, 14, 15?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh. See, you wouldn't know because I think he might have been in the newest Little Women. So if you only watch, yeah, that's never.
Timothy Chalamet.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
there's-
1995. He's a wee
Well,
boy.
look,
Yeah.
Mia, if he's in the newest Little Women, I still wouldn't know who it is.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, you wouldn't know because it's the newer Little Women. So yeah.
So he's a fetus. He's about
Oh.
12. Skinny and awkward.
Does he even look 12? He looks like
He-
10. Like what? It's like,
Little
cute.
Women, or was it one
Is
of
he
those
cute?
remakes?
Is he what is
No.
considered cute now?
Looks like he doesn't have a soul.
I couldn't answer that, JC.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
He's in the new Wonka.
He's Wonka?
Yeah, he was Wonka.
It's
He's
an origin Wonka.
Oh, I have seen the trailer. I have seen the trailer for that. So, okay.
That's one I'm staunch on. Gene Wilder, only one Willy Wonka movie.
I don't know.
Not
That's
that-
another movie that doesn't need to be remade again.
No. It didn't need that Tim Burton, Johnny Depp abomination that came out in the early aughts.
Like the original with Gene Wilder.
I love the original.
I did love the Gene Wilder version.
I'm still sad that he's dead. It's been years.
Yeah.
Since I cracked open that can of worms,
I'm sorry. She said he's in everything. He's a whole ass. I'm sorry. Don't know who he is.
it's all good.
He's a meme right now because of that his SNL. I think it was
Oh yeah, he said something. He got. That is that who that? Okay. See now, when you say that, he got blasted for his SNL monologue or something. He said something.
No,
against-
he's not blasted for it. The people like it.
No, I heard some. Okay, maybe we're talking about a different person then.
Oh yeah, maybe it's a different. He people are memeing it in a funny way. I haven't heard anything bad about it, so. But I don't know. I'm not that into. Like, I
My
don't follow
favorite
it. I just
Johnny
seen it.
Depp movie. I love Johnny Depp so much. I've loved him ever since Crybaby. I forgot what
Oh
year
my
that
God, I
movie came
love
out.
that movie. I've seen that
I
so
was
long.
in love with him with Crybaby. I was like, oh my God, I want to marry him.
I love John
Wow.
Waters films. So.
But
Mhm.
my favorite movie, and he's a little nuts in this movie. If you haven't seen The Secret Window, where he plays a writer who's literally lost his mind.
It's a Stephen King story.
Oh my God. His performance in that movie is just amazing. I really thought he might have literally lost his mind. Crybaby was so great.
Fear and Loathing in
Yeah,
Las
Crybaby
Vegas.
was great.
Oh,
That was great.
okay, so just a warning. If I think I may have frozen up, so I don't know.
Edward
Okay, well, we can
Scissorhands.
hear
remember
you.
that one? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can see your thing moving when you
Oh
speak.
yeah, well, I keep going because I'm gonna reboot Chrome and then I'll be back in like a second.
All
Oh,
right.
Sorry, my Chrome's just frozen, so StreamYard's frozen on me. Sorry.
all
okay.
good.
Okay.
We'll keep it going. Talk about Depp.
Yeah, I liked Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, Edward Scissorhands. He was good in that too.
That was Tim Burton's best movie to me.
Okay. How about the fact that I didn't realize it was Johnny Depp for a minute?
Really?
The very first time I saw the movie, I didn't know it was him because I had only seen him in Crybaby and some other movie, and he just looked completely different to me when I first saw Edward Scissorhands, and I was like, "That's Johnny Depp." wow, they made him look amazing.
See,
Yeah.
well, you might
I
find
also
some-
like the way he looked in the first Pirate of the Caribbean. Like,
Yeah.
I liked him. I liked
See,
it.
before Karate Baby and all that, maybe it's because I'm a horror guy and it's my thing, but before I saw all those movies, to me, he was the guy who got sucked into his mattress in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
In the first one. That was his first movie.
Are you serious? That was
Yep.
him?
Yep.
Did not realize that was him.
Nancy's
Oh, I
boyfriend.
remember that though.
Yeah, all the blood comes shooting out into the ceiling. That was in the
Man.
beginning, introducing
Oh my
Johnny.
God.
That was
Did not know that. And I
the
won't be
beginning
watching it again to go see it. Because I
Yeah.
can't do Nightmare on Elm Street.
That was the beginning of the end of me watching horror movies.
That was the
I don't wanna
beginning
do
for
it
me.
anymore.
Oh,
I'm like,
21 Jump Street. 21 Jump
Yes.
Street.
I
That's
remember him
right.
from 21 Jump Street. Yep.
Sorry
Wow.
about that.
Donnie
Back in
Brasco.
the day.
Chrome
Okay. Fun fact. Well, no. Who can name Reese Witherspoon's first movie?
Fear.
Nope. People think it's Fear, but it's not. She was 14, I want to say, in this
Oh.
movie.
I give up.
I love it because I think I'm like one of the only nerdy people that knows this. But Man in the Moon. It was a movie called Man in the Moon, and she played a 12-year-old, but I think she was 14 when she shot the movie. And she played a coming of age girl who fell in love with her and her sister fell in love with the same boy. And it was a really great movie. It was a really cute little cheesy movie, but
Didn't he
I
run
watched it
himself
when I
over-
was younger.
Didn't he run himself over with a tractor at the end?
Yes,
Yep, I
that
remember
movie. That movie. That was Reese Witherspoon's first movie.
Well, they weren't longer fighting over the boy because he was dead.
Well, I mean, dang, that's
I don't remember this movie, but the running over the tractor, that sounds familiar.
And his name was Court. His name was Court.
Well, I just remember my mom making me watch that when I was a kid, and that happened. I'm like, that dumbass. Just kicked me out of the room.
Wow.
Oh.
But I love that movie.
No.
And I remember thinking then that this little girl she's going to be a really good actress. And that was when I first saw it, when I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9. I don't know how old I was, but I was really young. And
Cruel
I
Intentions.
knew then she was going to be a really good actress.
And look at her now.
I know, right?
I saw Cruel Intentions in theaters on a date.
Really.
It was okay.
Wow.
I like that movie.
It was cool that Sarah Michelle Gellar got what was hers at the end when they found her that coke at the funeral. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. That was funny. But she also got what she got in the end. And I Know What You Did Last Summer too. But anyway. But I still Know What You Did Last Summer. This was the second one. No, she died in the first one. Okay, never mind.
I feel like I missed a few things, but that's okay.
Lori, answer that's Kirsten Dunst. She played Claudia.
Yeah,
in Interview with
Kirsten
the Vampire.
Dunst.
Hold up, what? Hold up.
Kirsten Dunst in Interview with the played the little vampire girl.
That also was not her first movie either.
That was a good movie though.
I think Kirsten Dunst. No. Oh, that might actually have been her first movie. I keep remembering her from this movie called The Virgin Suicides.
I never seen that.
Me either.
No.
It was a very interesting movie. Interesting is what I got. I'm not saying it wasn't good. It's at the time I think I shouldn't have watched it when I watched it. I was too young to watch that movie.
Someone was watching Hellraiser when they're 8 years old. I was pretty much numb by the time I was 10.
I didn't even know there was a new series into the
Yes, I have seen it.
Ah,
I saw the movie. I read the novel. That's all I need. I know where it goes.
cool. Okay, we're heading just into 5 o'clock. What do you guys think? 25 minutes, half an hour sprint?
Your choice.
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm going to pray that my laptop doesn't crash again. Which it is prone to. But that's okay, because you guys are pros, so you guys can, you guys can handle it. In
You got you, Andy.
off. Cool. Okay, let's just do another 25, and then we will pop back and then maybe chat about more movies or food. Probably movies though. Like I feel like we need to try and settle something at some point.
Let's talk about cake.
Yeah, no,
Oh gosh. Oh no, the whole
We're
the cake pie debate. Oh no.
Cake pie.
leaving the
Cookie.
cake debate till after, so we'll do the cake debate after the sprint.
We will debate about anything.
Let's do this. Okay, 25 minutes. I'll see you guys, and then we'll chat cake. Okie dokie, and that is it. I think that is probably the final sprint we're gonna do, depending on how we chat. We'll see. So, let's see. Did I miss much? I don't think there was much chat stuff in the chat, which is okay. It's okay. Okay, so we're gonna discuss the game. I'm kind of worried about this. I'm very worried actually because Judgment is going to be very brutal. So, did you guys do any work on that one? Yay, nay, maybe. Nia.
I scrolled through some characters. I'm not supposed to be working right now, but I couldn't help myself, so I'm working on character.
Yeah.
I know it's supposed to be my breaks, but cannot help it. You know, the stories start playing in your head when you're not writing, and it's just like you get the itch. And you're just like, I'll just do this one little thing. Just if I just do this one little thing, it's fine. It's fine.
That's okay. That's okay. Because you were technically on a sprint, so that's just a tiny thing.
Yes.
Here's something to fix that. Take your little voice note. Get your phone. Record yourself and whatever you thought about, so that when it is time to work, you can just replay it and then incorporate it into, your actual work day.
I already did that, and now I'm actually looking for the character images and.
Oh, it's gonna snowball from here, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It is.
There's gonna be no sleep Sunday. I think that might be pushing it a little bit. That's okay. How about you, JC? What'd you get up to?
I watched some more of the movie.
That's okay. Hey, you got to binge. Yeah. You got to binge. It's cool. RC, what about you, buddy?
I started to get myself ready for dinner. I'm making chicken breast in an air fryer, but I contrived my own little dry rub seasoning I mix together. Do all that, get that ready. It's in the fridge. Let it sit for about an hour or two, and bam.
Very nice.
But yeah, it took a while. I had to find a few things, ran out of a couple of things, and had to improvise. And by the time I sat down, there was 2 minutes left. So like, you know what? I'm not going to even open that Word file. I'll just wait.
Cool. Let's see. Inca,
how'd you do?
4 words. Well done, Inca. I actually read like half a page. It's not much. I did my steps, so I try and get like 250 steps every hour. So I did my steps. I got a workout scheduled after this stream, so that's what I'm going to do next.
What do you got going on?
I'm doing like a full body cardio, so it's not long. It's like 10 minutes and I'm done.
Full body cardio. Or treadmill? Are you running?
No, I'm doing it's like a circuit thing. So I start off with 10 burpees, and then I do 10 squats with overhead presses with weights on my hands. So it's a squat, you come up, and then you press up with weights in your hands.
I like it. Yeah.
Do you have a kettlebell?
No, I got dumbbells. I got one of those, I don't know what it's called, Bowflex things, like adjustable dumbbells on Bowflex. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I do that. I got 10 squats, maybe jumping squats, but I'm not quite there yet. And then I do mountain climbers, and then like frogger things, twisting frogger things in a plank position. So I'm jumping.
Sounds like what we. Like what we used to do with P9. It sounded like what we used to do with P90X. I like it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Absolutely. I hate mountain climbers. I hate mountain climbers.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I was just trying to figure out what I was gonna do. So that's nice. What I did for that sprint.
When you're ready, you want to do full body cardio and all that jazz. Get a kettlebell. For your core. It is like the best thing for your core, especially trying to do full bodies. Like, don't get anything heavy or anything. I do a 50, but you can start lower than that.
No, I'm just doing this for the cardio. I don't think I'll do a 50.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, just for working your core, you don't have to do a 50. Something lower than that. But man, that thing works wonders. I'm telling you.
Cool. Ooh, Kat actually did some work as well. Finished editing a video and uploaded it to YouTube, working on thumbnail.
Just reminded me of what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, okay.
You know what? I got a solution for you, Lucy. Why don't you binge, but in between set like 2 to 5 minutes of work and then continue binging? Do you know what I mean? So do like 10 minutes of a watch whatever, and 2 minutes of work, and then I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know if that'll work. But yeah, cool. Let's jump into this thing. Cake. Where's everyone at with cake? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay. Cake's
Yay.
the best.
I
Yay.
love cake.
Yay with a capital W. Sorry. It's an old joke. You had to get it.
So I'm on the side of not my favorite food. I'm gonna say
I already knew this about you, Andy.
I have I do like some cake, so it's like
Look at
it's a new
Oh,
not new cake.
Mia has my shock face that I get. Oh.
What about cheesecake?
Oh man.
What about cheesecake?
Yeah, so some cakes are okay, but I don't know what it is about cake, but we can do pie. Like I'm okay with pie.
Pie's good.
Like all sorts of pie, but
Pie's
cake.
good.
I don't
Pie
know
is
about cake, you know?
good, but it's not cake.
Yeah.
I know
but
with cake.
There's no judgment, Andy. No judgment at all.
What about ice cream cake?
No, not ice
Oh,
cream.
yeah, what about ice
Definitely
cream?
not.
Ice cream cake is.
A Reese's ice cream cake?
I'm about to say what's wrong with all of you, but I think I'm.
We have taste, brother.
Okay, wait. Okay, so Andy, wait, Andy, you do like ice cream, right?
Not all of it. Some ice cream.
Oh,
I'm with
okay.
some ice
What
cream, but
kind?
not all ice cream.
What
So-
kind?
Oh my god.
What kind of ice cream?
Man. Oh, my screen is just going to. Oh man, I can't even say it.
Oh God.
Don't tell me it's vanilla. Don't tell me you see vanilla, man.
Yum, pie, come on, pie. Look, see, we can all agree with pie.
I was okay with you not liking cake, but ice cream?
I don't mind some ice cream, you know. So what it was, right? When I was real young, I'm a bit older now.
Like, who hurt you? Who hurt you?
No, let him say it. I want to hear this. I'm
So
fascinated.
when I used to be really young, this was like 9 or 10, I ate so much ice cream, right? That I basically went off ice cream after that. This is not that I don't like it, it's just I don't have it very often. So I might have ice cream like once a year, if that. And that's it. And that's because it's really hot. It's in summer, and I'll have a bit of ice cream to cool myself down. But it's not, you know. But that's the reason why I'm not like into ice cream. I don't mind it. It's not bad, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Can we still be friends?
Yes.
Yeah, we can be friends.
Yes. That's more cake for me. If we ever
More,
are
yes,
in
more,
person
and more ice
and
cream.
someone brings cake,
Okay,
I
see,
can have yours.
I guess I'm never taking you to Cold Stone.
this is the thing. Cupcake.
Oh, Cold Stone is. Oh my gosh,
So
Cold
good.
Stone is so good.
Cold Stone has
Yes.
a birthday cake ice cream. Oh, it's so
See, cupcake. I'm okay with like cupcakes. The smaller cakes. Slice.
How do you like cupcake but not
Okay,
cake? What?
Because it's
I'm
just like
sorry.
a cake. It's a cake.
But all it is a miniature cake.
Yeah, but it's just different because you can eat it within like 1 or 2 bites. Like the cake,
It's-
I don't know. It's just something about
So
cake.
it's too big?
But it's still a cake.
So
Like
you like quick
cupcakes.
meals. You like small handheld meals.
I just want something tiny, like a little
You're
nibble.
more of an
Look at a small
appetizer.
piece of cake.
So you're more of an appetizer person, not an entree person.
I know I like my entrees, but I wouldn't have like a cake as an entree. That's what I'm trying to say. Like a cake as a little mini
one's-
finish off everything. Yeah, just a little bite.
But, okay, so it's not the texture you don't like; it's the size. But you can cut your cake slices
Yeah.
however small you
No,
want
but
them.
even the texture, even the
Or tell the
texture, I'm
person
not
cutting it.
feeling
They're like small.
I'm not. okay
Thank you,
with
Emma. It's the same thing, just smaller. It's still cake.
It is.
No, but not all cakes.
So
are
you
good.
do like cake.
It's a cup cake.
No, like cheesecake is okay, but not all regular cakes. You know, I gotta have.
But you
like,
just said you like a cupcake. A
some
cupcake
cupcake.
is the same as a cake.
Not
just
all
He
cupcakes.
likes
smaller.
cake, but only in cup size.
Not all. Okay, so it's one but not the other. So I'm not keen on cake. I may be keen on a cupcake, but it depends on the cupcake. So it's like you start off with a huge like the Venn diagram thing, you know, like the universe is the cake, right? I don't like all cake, you know, but if you have a really small universe of cupcakes, I may like 1 or 2 bits.
A microverse?
And if you, yeah, exactly. If you have like a subgenre microverse of cupcake, then I may like that. But I don't necessarily like everything in the cake universe. You know what I
So
mean?
if it was a real big cupcake, you wouldn't eat it.
No, and that would definitely turn me off.
So you don't like those
Okay.
big, like, what are those Oprah? Not Oprah Whites. Those huge, like, chocolate cupcakes you find at the gas station.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. That's not my thing. But if you want to eat it, by all means, you can have my share.
I
But
shall.
it's not something I would pay for. I would definitely.
Okay,
I
I
like it.
am
It's fun.
curious. Andy, what is the cupcake that you would eat? What is that cupcake?
I don't know. I have to go to the shop and see what they offer.
See, I thought it was just the texture of cake that you didn't like, but that can't be true if you like cupcakes.
Yeah, maybe it's too
Do you
much of my
like
texture, you know?
cupcakes, or is it the
Is it the
thought
shape?
of cake being small
I
that
think it's
you
a
might be okay
combination.
with, but
Is
you
it
really
too
don't want
bulky?
it?
It's just a combination of everything, you know. I think like generally I'm not a fan of the cake texture. Like I don't hate it if I
Do
had
you
to eat
dislike
it,
the
I would eat
actual
it.
cake texture or the icing on the cake?
Both. Like some of the icing is just not good. I just don't like it.
Because I know I personally am not a fan of whipped icing. This new thing that they're coming up with, whipped icing. I like nice traditional icing on cake.
I feel like the more I
Sick.
talk, the more I'm losing friends here.
Oh no, we're not.
No, we
We're
don't
not
lose
gonna
friends
lose
over
friends
disagreements.
over cake. That's just
Mhm.
more for me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm happy if everyone else taking more.
See,
That-
with
that's
that,
really
I
what-
can't. I mean, with that said, I can't stand Twizzlers. I don't know.
Emma said, hold on, wait a minute. I also do not like Twizzlers. Emma said, stop trying to reason it out. No,
I
Perfect
think I
argument.
don't. I think I don't like Twizzlers, but whenever my kids have them, I end up eating one. I don't know what that is, but I would never go out and buy Twizzlers. I don't
Yeah,
think I like them. But again, if my kids have one, I will eat one because they get the little packs. I will eat one. What is that about me that I don't know what that means about me?
You have a sweet tooth.
everything your
I
kids
do have
has
a
is
sweet tooth. That is,
everything your
I
kids-
have, thank you,
you
RC. I
want
have a
what-
sweet tooth.
everything your kids has seems tasty.
No,
Okay, I was throwing stuff out there. I was just,
I think it might be the sweet tooth. I do have a terrible sweet tooth, so
but
I
that
do
might
Twizzlers
be what
aren't.
it is.
But
I'm like,
Twizzlers
why
aren't really that. They're not that. I don't
Hey,
know.
you
Like
know, a
Twizzlers.
sweet doesn't have to be very sweet to
I'm
They're
not.
plastic.
It's not even the sweetness of Twizzler. It's something
I don't
about
know
the
what it is.
texture of it. Something about the
it's
texture
not
of Twizzler.
it's not real. Like, what is it? What is it? That's I don't know what a Twizzler is.
Wasn't
Like,
a
it's
donut
not
just
like-
a disfigured cake?
like a dessert thing, isn't it?
A donut's a disfigured cake, isn't it?
Donuts are amazing. Do you like
Donuts
donuts?
are.
I like donuts. I'm okay with some donuts.
Donuts are
Not all donuts. Most donuts I'm okay with. So this is where I'm okay with most donuts, but not all donuts. it's
So
kinda
you don't like
making
the
a
quickie
cake.
donuts?
Oh my god.
I knew that's where you were going. I was thinking the same thing.
Those are the best donuts.
They are good.
Oh dear.
They're
I
so
think
good.
this sums it up. I do like some cupcakes, but not all cakes because they just put me off. Because just looking at the cakes is just no. This is like a massive wall of cake. It's like a wall of text to me. I don't know. I'm already put off before I even try it. Like, why would I? If it's gonna, put me off visually, I'm definitely not gonna put it in my mouth. Like, no.
What about chocolate cream pie?
Yeah, I would have a slice of that.
Because it's not exactly a pie. It's not exactly a cake either. It's like pudding pie.
Yeah.
Pudding pie, yes, I can do that. I feel like JC needs to vent.
Oh no, not at all.
I just like to hear myself say cake.
Free cake. Free cake.
Graphics, diligence. Okay. Let's talk about how you decide. Yeah, kind of, that basically is it. There is no reasoning. I don't know what it is. Yeah, cake. When it comes to cake, I just leave.
Okay, you gave us a reason for the ice cream. But what's the reason behind the cake? You've just never liked cake, even as a kid?
The shape and the size?
Yeah, it's definitely the shape and the size, and it's like the texture of it. I don't know. And some of the icing just puts me off. Like, not all the icing, but it
I
depends.
love icing, and the sugary, the better.
I know, right?
I do have a sweet tooth. That is true.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
Morgan's here. Hey.
And you are right, Robert. 100%.
Twizzlers are sweets in plastic. Yeah, I
Maybe
have
that's
tried it.
Yeah, that's
plastic. It tastes like
Yeah.
plastic. Maybe that's why I don't like. I just don't like Twizzlers.
That's right.
My
It's
daughter
It's
loves
weird.
them.
It's
Some people
weird.
love them.
I know.
I'm okay with it.
And those terrible people, they give it to trick-or-treaters every year for Halloween.
I know.
Had some Twizzlers. And then when do I throw it back at them?
I do like McFlurry, so I think yeah.
I've
Yeah,
never
McFlurry.
said
Oh, you
other
like
Laura.
That's
Other
not a
Laura
cake.
said you were forced to eat a whole birthday cake as a child.
I
I
wish
would've
someone would ask me
loved
to do that
that.
as a child.
I mean, now that would explain why you don't like cake.
Yeah,
RC, you're gonna eat this whole chocolate cake. I bet.
Cookie cake.
Is there a cookie cake? What's a cookie
Yes.
Yes, there are cookie cakes.
They're like 8
So
million
what's
calories.
what's
They're
the
like
secret of
they're
it?
like a giant cookie, and you just put a little icing on it, and it's just like if it's a
No.
birthday, it'll say happy birthday, like if it was a cake, but it's not.
Okay,
It's
that cake I think I would like because that's a cookie basically. I'm okay with cookies.
Okay, we found a cake, Andy. Like,
I
a
like
cookie
cookies.
cake.
That's like an oversized cookie. I'm okay with that. I'll just eat it over a month or something.
Now, Andy, are you ready to live
Ooh.
dangerously?
Emma's making a cake on Tuesday.
Yay.
I got-
Is that for me? No, it's definitely not for me.
I want to know what it's made of. But Andy, I got the diabetic delight. You take 2 big soft chocolate chip cookies. You take a piece of Little Debbie's fudge brownie, lather with peanut butter. You wedge in between those 2 pieces of cookie like a sandwich. Bazillion calories, but it's out of this world.
Would I eat that? I'd try it. I'd try it.
Do you eat brownies?
Yes, but only the small, like 2-bite kind of things.
Yeah. Wait.
Only the 2-bite kind of things. I don't have like a brownie cake. No.
I would
Okay.
take the entire center of a brownie pan.
But brownies
Same.
taste like,
To our
I
thing.
know it's very similar, and that's why
yeah, brownies is very similar to
it
cake.
doesn't have like a huge amount of icing on it, and it's a tiny. So if it's a 2-bite brownie, I'm okay with that.
Okay, icing or powder?
Neither. I'll just have the brownie on its own. If it's just 2 bites and I'm done, I don't need more than that because I think the texture will put me off too much. So
What about
I'm
on a
okay with
Sunday?
tiny amounts, but not a huge amount. And that's where the entire cake thing just puts me off because I imagine I have to eat more than like a minimal amount. I don't even want a slice. I want like 2 bites. There's no such thing as a 2-bite slice of cake. I wish there were.
There's not enough
Like,
cake.
there's too much cake. Usually the slices of cakes don't come so tiny where you can finish it in 2 bites.
Why don't you
Usually-
save some for later?
They have
Yeah.
cake pops. They have cake
Yeah.
pops.
Cake
Would
bites.
you eat a cake pop?
A cake pop you can do in 2 bites.
You don't want to know, Inca.
I haven't tried that one. What's a Twizzler? It's like someone described it as plastic with sugar on it.
Yeah.
It depends who you ask because different people have
He does.
different.
It's like a fake licorice, but it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't taste like a licorice. It just looks like it. It's like a
What?
floppy stick that's twisted.
And I've seen
Oh.
crazy people use those as a straw for Kool-Aid.
No.
I've
Yes.
seen that. Not Kool-Aid, but I've seen them use it as a straw.
Oh,
I wonder if those kids have any teeth left, but hey.
Mm-mm.
true. What do you guys think about trifle?
Trifle.
I think this is more like a British thing.
You mean truffles?
Yeah.
No, trifle.
No, it's like a little like
It's
thin
a
layer
thing.
cake.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're small, or sometimes they can be like a tort size, but they're like thin layer of cake, thin layer of icing, thin layer of cake, like that.
So the ones in the UK are usually like I think it's custard at the bottom, and then a thin layer of a spongy kind of thing.
And
full of-
sometimes I've seen like custard or some kind of pudding
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
in,
And
in the
then
middle instead of icing. Some people do
that's
that.
right. And the top layer is usually like some kind of cream, whipped cream or some kind of cream.
Oh,
So
okay.
that would be I would be okay with that kind of trifle, and I don't mind the fruit trifles either. So yeah,
And the whipped cream is where you lose me.
see, I'd be okay with that. Let me Google it.
yeah, I'm gonna.
And as Kat also pointed out, there are cake balls and cake bites. They do have them.
Yeah.
I'd be
Oh,
okay.
I see. This one has like a jello. It looks like a strawberry shortcake. So is a strawberry shortcake a trifle? Or is it just different kind? Is it just
It's a different kind. Yeah, so there are
on
many
what-
different.
Now there's a question, Andy. What do you
This
think
one-
of strawberry shortcakes?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let me get a picture of trifle,
Just checking.
but not too much. Okay, yeah, I got a picture of
I
trifle.
guess because maybe it's a little piece of cake, but it's
Just
also
a little
mostly
bit.
strawberries and whipped cream.
Exactly.
Depends.
Like that
Okay,
is not, that is hold on, let me just add this to the stage. Okay, that is what trifle looks like.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it depends. You can obviously get different combinations of it, you know?
Yeah. So just whatever you want, and it's layered.
That's
So
right.
it looks
it's
like
layered.
it could be a jello, it could be just fruit, could be cake.
Yeah, so something
Could
like
be
this
cream.
is quite typical. And you can just get it.
I would eat that.
See, this is quite
Yes,
common.
me too.
Mine.
I would eat that. I would eat any of those without cheese. I would eat.
Definitely chocolate one.
I don't think they have cheese on it. I think these are
Yeah.
the ones I'm talking about are just a single layer, one layer of each, basically.
What's that chocolate one, like Oreo or something?
I don't know. Chocolate trifle recipe, pioneer woman. But there we go. I'm okay with trifle. Tastes quite
Yeah.
nice actually.
I'd smash it.
I would do that.
Totally. But that's not cake. Hold on. Okay, there we go. My laptop's not liking me sharing the extra website. It's killing me. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Someone made a cake that looked like a snail. I like escargot, so yeah, I will probably eat it. You know, because I like escargot.
Yeah.
no. Me and my kids were just talking about this the other day because people are making cakes that look like it'll be a can of soup. It'll look like a pot, but it's a cake. So they're making cakes that look as realistic like something else, and then you cut it open and it's cake. So they're like, is it a cake or is it the thing? And I'm like, that's just weird to me. But I mean, I still might taste it, but it's weird. Because I really like cake, but it's weird that they're making the cake look like a book is okay. But like it'll be just like they'll make a cake that looks like a cup or a toaster.
It's not weird after you've watched enough Food Network competitions where they build these cakes that look like these outrageous things. Then it's just kind of regular.
There's nothing like normal cake on those shows, is there?
No.
Something.
I mean, the more unnormal is not a word, but the less normal it looks, the more they get rewarded with points. So
All the moms are concerned about this awkward kid. Oh my god. Oh dear, Emma. My goodness.
I'm like, who gave you a huge? Did someone give you a huge slab of birthday cake in it? Like,
That must have been it. I'm so traumatized. I can't even remember the. That's probably what it was. I was so traumatized with a huge amount of cake, and they said you had to finish this in 10 minutes or else.
I'll say maybe you're at a kid's party and some clown dunked your face in the cake, and that was it for you.
well, that might do it.
I don't know.
Both that and clowns.
I've not heard of Lady's Fingers before. Lady's Fingers. That's some okra, isn't it? That is okra. Okra, jelly, custard, and cream and fruit.
No, ladyfingers. I thought you were talking about the ladyfingers. Like, never mind.
Ladyfingers with okra?
Is that not what?
Isn't ladyfingers like a thing with these long cookie things?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is this a British versus America thing?
Maybe, or maybe I just don't know my food very well.
The U.S. on top, British.
Okay. Okay, so I am correct. So I had to Google it, and I'm going to share my screen even though my laptop hates it because I feel I need to justify myself. Lady's fingers, look. Lady's fingers. This is what comes up. Okra, like.
No, I'm just typed in lady's fingers and it's cookies. What?
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. Lady's fingers, cookies. So maybe you got to niche down on the keywords.
Well, it says lady fingers. Are
Lady
ladies fingers Okay.
Okay, lady fingers.
Lady fingers is cookies.
Yeah, lady finger. It's
Yeah, it's two
cookie.
different things: biscuit and a
Okay,
plant.
lady fingers. That looks a bit more appetizing. I forgot to add it to the stage, obviously.
Yeah, those look yummy.
Oh, now I see the ladies' fingers. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
ew.
need to see what ladies' fingers are.
Oh,
Like,
type LADY''S.
oh,
Ladies'
ladies'
fingers.
fingers.
Neither one
you
looks
need to
very
be
ladylike.
clear when you go to a restaurant in a foreign country, guys,
I'm
as
telling
we
you.
Oh,
travel.
Okay, definitely.
Get us some
We
ladies'
need to be
fingers.
very clear
So
Oh my
Emma, like,
God.
Emma,
because I
like,
would not be happy to get okra. I do not like it.
I was gonna say Emma has
Oh.
interesting taste.
I never knew they were anything else but the cookie. Okay.
Neither. So the more you know, ladies
Lady fingers.
changes it
lady-
completely.
Oh
Good
my
to know. Very good to know. For whenever I go to England, one of these days, it's very good to know.
Exactly. See, Inca gets
Must
it. Like,
know.
I was like, who does okra with jelly and custard and cream? It's such a weird combo. But there we go.
That is odd.
That is odd. But fortunately, we discovered it's a lady fingers rather than ladies fingers.
I
Which
do
is
like some
the
fried
cookie.
okra though.
Oh boy. Yes. See the cookie. There you go. The cookie.
Let's just make sure we get the plurals or singular in there.
No, Morgan, it's not yummy.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I think I've lost track of the chat again. Okay, I gotta stop sharing my screen. My laptop's going crazy again.
Oh, gosh.
It's a wall of cake.
I ate the whole time we were doing this.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm throwing like a huge amount of shade.
You dare throw shade at
No,
me?
I'm just kidding. I do love Emma. She's great.
Yes.
I'm
You
sorry
worship her, remember?
I knew much of her. Best cake I've ever seen. Groom's cake at wedding reception. Frankenstein's monster. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That would do it for a horror fan. I think that's okay. That's in good taste. I still wouldn't eat the cake though.
Nah, my two friends have them be at their wedding. They run a haunted house here in Chicago. They had a birthday cake of a baby, and the cake was red velvet.
No.
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 that's
Absolutely not.
You
Nobody
lost
would
me a
eat it.
birthday cake, baby.
No, like and for it was like shaped to look like a real life like baby with red velvet
No.
cake in there.
Would not.
It's like, you sick bastards. That's awesome. I'm not eating it though.
No.
That is not vision I would like to. Yeah, I'm already put off cake, and that is
Those are
definitely
my friends.
okra and yummy, but not in trifle. Yeah, I don't think okra and trifle go.
Not yummy. Okay.
Kind of nasty. Okra and
Mhm.
trifle.
Very nasty. It's just nasty, period. But definitely not in a trifle.
Andy seeing the biscuit on the side of the screen, swiftly moving back to Oh dear, that's true. Fried okra, Morgan.
Yes.
Morgan says, I don't know. I haven't tried fried okra. Is that good?
Oh yes, fried okra with some fried potatoes. My family's from the south.
I love you, Morgan, but no.
I gotta try fried okra now. Is that like deep fried? Do you have batter over it?
Fry it on a skillet. You can deep
Yeah.
fry it if you want to, but I skillet fry it.
Because okra's got that mucusy kind of thing.
Yeah,
inside,
it does.
right? I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. It's, that one's a no for me. But my husband loves okra. I'm just like, no.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of okra. Yeah, I gotta say that's it's a little awkward for me. I knew what you meant. Just heard them, never heard them called that before. I was a Tesco kid. Okay, Tesco's is like it's a supermarket in the UK. It's not quite the Walmart equivalent, but it's like a Walmart. It's a supermarket basically. Where they call sponge fingers. Really? Huh. Sponge fingers.
That is less weird than lady fingers.
Is it lady fingers or are you talking about ladies' fingers?
Why do they call them ladies' fingers?
I can
I
imagine
know.
ordering that at a restaurant. The waitress would be like, "No."
Trying to figure out why they even call it that.
I don't know who makes up these names, but that's what it is.
Hannibal Lecter did.
He had an odd choice of cuisine.
Ladies' fingers with some fava beans.
He also had I think he was into brains as well. Gray matter.
Or at least feeding the brains to the guy himself too.
Yeah, that was
That was cool.
that was. Well, we know who the horror writer is over here.
Yes.
But RC, didn't you got like a new name thing that you wanted to share? Would you like to share that now? Are you open?
I'm still working on that right now, but nothing yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with trifle. Lady fingers looks good. Is it cake inside? I don't think I've tried lady fingers. I gotta go and try one.
A great cake debate.
Spanish.
Ended up with ladyfingers.
So you guys can go and write about that. The guy or the characters from the UK, and he said, "I love ladies' fingers."
It could be your first story. Cake, ladyfingers.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that'll gel. Cool. Ooh, we've got another 13 minutes. I don't think we can do another sprint. I think that's probably pushing it a little bit. Would you like to do some outros and then we can call it a day a little early and finish slightly earlier today? I know it's Sunday as well, so people may have things to do over
You're hungry, aren't you?
I'm sorry?
You're hungry, aren't you?
No, I'm okay. But I gotta say that the lady's fingers with the custard and everything on the trifle, that's gonna put me off. I'm gonna say, like Emma with her brilliance idea, but no, that didn't go down well for me. I'm trying to find the that message that she posted. I can't find it. Did she delete it? Because I think she's modded up, so she may have removed it.
What message?
The one where she talks about ladies' fingers and then everything else. I do believe she removed it. Did she remove it? Oh my god. I can't find it. I'm sorry. It's the one where she was talking about ladies' fingers on top of like trifle type stuff. Oh no, I found it. There we go.
Oh.
Ladies' fingers, jelly, custard, and cream and fruit. Like, would you put okra, jelly, custard, and cream and fruit? After I read that, I was kind of put off my food. I gotta say.
That would make more sense with the lady fingers than
Yeah.
if the
Right.
these
Exactly.
fingers.
So my mind went to okra, which jelly and custard. And that's why I'm not very hungry. So
Totally understandable.
Oh,
Totally
yeah.
understandable.
I just ate an entire ring of shrimp, so I'm good.
I like shrimp. I do like shrimp. But probably not with cake.
What about lobster?
I like lobster. It's not real. I'm told seafood's not really good for cholesterol, so I gotta kind of watch it. I've got a little seafood allergy as well, so I gotta be careful with like I break out in hives basically.
What, like shellfish or?
Yeah, shellfish. I think it's lobster that does it. But
What about sushi?
I do like sushi, but
I love
again,
sushi.
I gotta be careful with the fish. I don't quite know what triggers it.
Well, not only
Is
that,
it? I was gonna say, is it all fish or is it just shellfish?
I think it's shellfish. Some shellfish, because I eat shrimp and I'm okay with it. And then I have some lobster and it seems do something for me. So I don't know. Yes, Emma, you have put me off my food. Like who puts okra on top of like dessert? No. Like that's
crazy, but it's
it is possible. Okay, let's do some outros if everyone's cool with that. Again, we'll do clockwise if that's okay. Let's have Nia first. There we go.
Hi, I'm Nia. Thank you for having me, Andy. You can find me Tuesday nights at 7:30. I do not know if I'm streaming this Tuesday night because it was be on my break, but I still might come on Tuesday night. We'll see. But other than that, you can also find me over on Twitch on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And yeah, thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. JC, would you like to do your outro?
Hi, I'm I'm JC.
Sorry,
I
you
post video. I post videos Mondays and Thursdays, and I live stream on Wednesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. I will be live streaming this Wednesday. I haven't set it up yet, but I will be. And I have books, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for having me, Andy. It's great to be here.
Thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it. RC, would you like to do your outro?
Sure, I will. All right, there we go. Hey, folks. Now that I'm all big the way I should be, this is RC Scott. I write horror. You can find me on the regular social media platforms, just not TikTok. That's it.
Cool. Thank you. And thank you everyone for being here with me, Nia, JC, RC. Really appreciate you guys taking your time on Sunday, nonetheless, on a Christmas month. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. And just want to have a final say that Cake Gate will probably continue. Ultimately, the okra and dessert, yeah, that I think that is Emma's legacy. But we're gonna have to make this permanent, and yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining me. I'm Andy. You're on my channel. The links to everyone's YouTube channel will be in the description below, so please feel free to go check them out. Until next time, have a great weekend, have a great week ahead, and I shall see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Stay hydrated.